Simple or Not Kitchen. My name is Melissa, and here in Simple or Not Kitchen, we put some of those online cooking videos to the test. The recipe that we're reviewing today is for a vegetable pie. It's a little handheld pie. It's kind of a cross between a quiche and a frittata and a pizza, if you can picture it. And we found this video on YouTube for the recipe that we're reviewing today. And unfortunately, the video is not in English, but some of the subtitles are. So we were able to get the measurements and make the recipe as it appears in the video. We're going to follow the video along and do all the steps just as they do in the video, and we'll let you know how it turns out. And the stars of this dish are the vegetables. We are going to need some potatoes, carrots, a leek, some spinach, as well as some eggs, flour, olive oil, milk, salt and pepper, baking powder, some cheese, and some sesame seeds and nigella seeds. And we're going to start by chopping our vegetables. We're going to start just as they do in the video by slicing that leek. And we have a bowl standing by that we're going to put our vegetables in after we're done chopping them. After our leek comes our pepper. In the video that we saw online, they used a red bell pepper. We're just using an orange one. It's what we had on hand. And the orange bell pepper matches the orange in the carrots, so it's really aesthetically pleasing. Next comes our spinach. We're going to chop it up really fine. You can either use a knife for this, or I'm actually going to use these herb scissors that I have hanging around. They're perfect for getting a really fine chop on herbs and leafy green vegetables. And with our spinach all chopped, we're going to pour it into the bowl with the other ingredients and get working on our carrots. One of the things that caught our attention when we saw this video was that it does say in the headline that you can make it in 5 minutes. Well, it was pretty easy to make, but this shredding took a little bit more than 5 minutes. I was shredding these carrots and also the potatoes as well for well over 5 minutes alone. So, but other than that, this was a simple dish to make. Once everything is all shredded, we're going to give those vegetables a nice mix and toss them just as we would any salad. We're going to set our veggies aside and get started on our batter. For this, we're going to need 4 eggs and some olive oil. I am using a really yummy olive oil that was made by monks at the St. Anthony Monastery in Florence, Arizona. And after we whisk these ingredients together, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of flour and 4 tablespoons of milk. And we're going to whisk it all together again. And then we're going to add salt and pepper and a little bit of baking powder. And we're going to stir these ingredients all together. In the video that we watched, it said we need 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of pepper. And for the baking powder, it said half of a packet. My baking powder doesn't come in a packet, so we're guessing that it's about a teaspoon or 2. And then we're going to stir our batter in with our vegetable mixture, and we're going to stir it so that everything is all nicely combined. Our mixture is then going to get spread onto a baking sheet. We're lining our baking sheet with a little bit of parchment paper, and we're going to spread this out so that it's nice and flat and even. And then into a 350-degree oven it goes. After 25 minutes of cooking, we're going to take it out of the oven and we're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of cheese. We're using Parmesan cheese, although in the recipe that we were following online, it does not specify the type of cheese. And then we're going to sprinkle the nigella and sesame seeds on top. And then it's back into the oven to continue baking for about another 30 minutes. And when it's done, we're going to let it cool for a few minutes. Isn't it beautiful? And then we're going to cut it into slices and give it a try. This recipe was really easy to make, and it was actually a hit in our house. People liked it. For the recipe, article, and more video, go online to PenelCentral.com.